What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of the Maths Matters podcast. I'm your host, Matt Benson, and we're just going to get right into it. So, what do I hope to achieve with this podcast? I just hope to achieve, why am I doing this first? Let's start with that. A little introduction to who I am, because they're just going to see this and be like, who the heck is this guy? So, I'm your host, Matt Benson. I'm trying to get a mint here because my mouth keeps getting dry from talking. So, what we're going to do here is basically, we were going to try to do weekly episodes every Wednesday or Thursday, depending on my schedule, because I do have two jobs, guys, so I can't sit at the computer all day and edit. And if you ever hear any tweeting, that's because it's my assistant, production assistant, Gizmo. There he is, right there. Yeah, he does a lot of work for us, so we pay him good, of course, because it's tough out here, man. No jobs, salaries are low, but that's a topic for another day. We're going to keep it light this first episode. So basically, I graduated college in May of 2025 with a communications degree, which is just, industry is just dying slowly. But that's okay, because, this gives us an opportunity to do stuff on our own that we feel comfortable with doing. And it gives you options to explore different industries. Like, I've been to this radio station several times, just shadowing, learning more about the industry. I have my first TV job coming up. I'm gonna be part of the production crew, so I'll be doing camera stuff, audio stuff, maybe, and just some live directing, which I do want to be eventually a live events director, multi-camera director, because I just enjoy putting things together that people find entertaining. And even if it's a small event, it doesn't have to be the World Series. It can be someone's small book gathering or a small play, like a local play or something like that. So yeah, we're just gonna do, the title of my podcast is Maths Matters, which I didn't come up with. Credit to somebody else who came up with that for me. Shout out to them. So we're gonna try and just keep it conversational, keep it light. We'll try not to get too political or anything like that, unless it's necessary, of course, which it might be, because a lot of us are affected by the current circumstances in the world and the country in general. But that's a topic for another day. So basically, we're just gonna do, like I said, weekly episodes. My goal for time range would probably be about, maybe to start, maybe 10 to 20 minutes. We'll see how we do. Just kind of get the structure of the show down and just the flow of everything. We don't want to just be here and talking about whatever for 45 minutes to start off, because obviously in this day and age, shorter videos do better because of people's attention spans. That's why TikTok has become so popular, just scrolling through little 30-second, 60-second videos. But I do still think there's a place for talk shows like that. I still listen to talk radio and podcast and different stuff like that. So there's still an audience for it. You just got to kind of grasp your audience. And even live streaming, Twitch, very popular. So maybe one day we can go on Twitch if we do good enough. So basically, we're just going to get into this first episode, which is called New Year, New Me, which is just a trend that, I don't know, it's just not really something that I support. Well, I don't not support it, but it's just kind of, what's a word? Just contradicting yourself. Why do you have to wait for the new year to just do something that you've always wanted to do? But it's just a day 2026, new year, I can finally do new things with my life and become a better person. Which, you can become a better person whenever you want. Which, obviously, one thing that people do when the new year starts is they start going to the gym. Which is why I go to the gym regularly. I've probably been going to the gym since I was a sophomore. In high school is when I first started going to the gym, because I think that's just kind of a good age to start going, 15, 16, when you start to kind of grow into your body and you're able to put on more weight and get stronger. So I think that's a great time to start going to the gym if you're a younger person, because you can go when you're younger, but I would say just mostly do cardio and stuff like that, just to build up your stamina. Do cardio, guys. It's important. But back to the gym. So I hate going to the gym after New Year's because it just gets so much more crowded. Let me see. I found the numbers on how much more the crowded the gym gets after New Year's, which is just, it goes up like, I think it's about 30 to 50%, which is just like a lot, especially if you go to a gym that's, small, like my Planet Fitness that I go to. It's pretty small, which I have no problem with, because like it's just usually the same 3 people that you see there. So yeah, so here it is, 30 to 50% of people go to the gym on January 1st. Sometimes they start, at like the end of December, but that's usually the holidays time, so usually the gym is closed. So look at that. Gyms typically see a 30 to 50% increase in attendance due to new members motivated by fitness resolutions. This surge can lead to crowded spaces and longer wait times as many individuals return to their fitness routine. However, see, this is when it gets interesting. However, by mid-February, the crowd tends to decrease, making it a good time to visit if you prefer a less crowded environment. Now, you might ask, like, oh, why does it just suddenly start going down? Because sometimes people become unmotivated. So they'll be going to the gym for, they'll become unmotivated. So they'll be going to the gym for a month, and they'll see, like, no results at all. They'll just be like, well, I've been going to the gym for a month, but I've only lost, 2 or 3 pounds. Haven't gotten any stronger. Going to the gym is not the only method to do when you're trying to get whatever your goal is, lose weight, become stronger, slim down, become bigger, whatever you're trying to do. There's different things you have to do in order to reach your goal. You can't go to the gym and just pick up a 50-pound dumbbell and start bench pressing, I'm so strong. If you're a big person, you can do that, because obviously bigger people are a lot stronger than someone who's skinnier. But they are trying to lose weight, and they'll be running on the treadmill, doing the stair machine, whatever. And then a month later, and they'll be like, I still look the same. What's going on? So that could be because of a couple things. One, you're just, you got to find the routine that works for you. Whether it's 4 days a week, 5 days a week. You can't, if you go to the gym once a week, that's just it's not it, guys. It's just not going to help you. I think, I usually try to go every other day, and then I'll mix in back-to-back days. Depends on what muscle groups I'm working on. And you also have to do your research on what exercises I can do that benefit me, and what exercises benefit me. What am I trying to achieve? Am I trying to grow my legs, grow my arms, get a stomach, get bigger? So am I trying to grow my arms, get bigger? Whatever you want to do. So let's say you're trying to lose weight, and you're oh, I'm just going to straight up stop eating. That is, I'm not a doctor or anything, but to me that is just not, it's not a good idea. Because when you go to the gym, and after you work out and everything, you got to intake some type of protein or something to build your muscles. Because if you don't eat anything and you have no fat left in your body, your body's going to be well, I need some source of nutrients. So it's going to start eating away at your muscles. And then you're just not going to be gaining any muscles. You're not really going to be losing weight, because your body's just not eating the fat, it's eating the muscle or something like that. I'm not a doctor, guys, but I'm just assuming, okay? So yeah, it's just not beneficial. Or let's say you do go to the gym and you're oh man, I'm just so hungry, I just want to eat a cheeseburger or something. That's fine, you can eat your cheeseburger, but if you're eating that every day and it's homemade stuff is sometimes the best made stuff, okay? Because you can make sure that you're using good ingredients, healthy ingredients. I make homemade burgers all the time. Well, not all the time, but occasionally if I'm craving them, because we all do have our cravings. So if you're going to the gym, you're going to McDonald's, and you're getting a Big Mac and fries, and or Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is really good, but it's not very healthy, because of it's just fried chicken, which is very good, but it's not the best thing for you. So you're going to the gym and you're oh man, I'm just not losing any weight. What am I doing? How can I become stronger? Move a little closer to the microphone here. I'm trying to get a mic stand. We haven't got that part yet, we'll get into that later. So you're going to the gym, you're not losing weight, and you're well, there's this drug out, Ozempic. Oh yeah, that sounds really good. I just lose weight after a week. But Ozempic is not the best option, guys, and it should be common sense that, some of the side effects, constipation, diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, do I really want to be nauseous and vomiting all the time? I don't think so. So we're just gonna everything I say, I'm gonna have information to back up. I'm just gonna say I don't know, Ozempic turns your piss green or something like that. Like, I'm not just going to be, some of these talk shows or podcasts just be spewing out information without doing the research. Good journalism, which I learned at my college at St. John's University, is doing research and having sources to back up what you're saying. Like, it's, just makes the world better if we all just say the truth and do our own research and not just, go on my talk show and just say my opinion. Because opinions are good. It's good to have opinions, but sometimes they influence people in the wrong way. So let's see here. We're just going to go to... So I saw this short video that the creator of Ozempic is in trouble with a lawsuit because she did not warn the people of like the real harmful side effects like thyroid cancer and stuff like that. So we're just gonna
fat jab.
If my internet works. My internet's very slow, guys, so we're just gonna have to bear with me sometimes. So this is a short video, but then I'm gonna back it up with like the actual article because it's from a podcast, so we don't know how factual it is what he's saying. But we're just gonna listen to this quick.
Ozempic, and so a recent study has come out that a report has come out which has basically said the maker of Ozempic faces a $2 billion lawsuit because the injection gives people paralysis, loss of vision, and organ damage. But this is an actual legal case which is going through. So people are taking the injection and boom, it's causing all them things there.
What's some of the side effects?
So yeah, this is from this podcast, which I've never heard of, but like he said, that is some of the side effects. And if we go here, we can see that the Ozempic lawsuit, what patients need to know. Then if we just scroll down here, so this has been going on for I think like a few months now. This is from almost a year. So it was first published December 8th, 2025, and it was just modified about a month ago. So obviously, we all know what Ozempic is. It was originally mainly for type 2 diabetes, but it also became a popular weight loss option. And now the bunch of patients are saying the drug did them more harm and good. And they're taking the company to court because, obviously if they're like, just inject this into your body and lose weight. But, obviously studies need to be done and you need to actually find out, what are the consequences of this? What is the side effects going to be? So we'll just skim through this a little bit. So obviously, it was to help 2 diabetes patients manage blood sugar, type 2 diabetes. Can't read today, guys. So these are some you can see here. It says these aren't small inconveniences. Some of the side effects have forced the patients into major treatments, including kidney damage, vision problems, other long-term complications. I do know that diabetes can cause severe diabetes can cause some people to go blind. So I don't know if that has any correlation to it. But yeah, so let's see. So some are just getting filed, others have already discovery. That's where both sides dig through medical records. Discovery, if you're not familiar, is the part of the trial where my lawyer and your lawyer basically go through a bunch of documents, and it can take months to actually go through everything that you're trying to find because it's just so many files and all that stuff. So so the thing is, lawsuits like this take forever. They can stretch out for years, and especially if it's I forget the word. Oh yeah, class action. If it's class action lawsuit, it can take even longer. Because there's so many people involved. I don't know if anybody has ever watched Better Call Saul, but his first big case was the Sandpiper case when he basically exposed the nursing home for treating their elderly patients bad. So this is a class action lawsuit basically. So yeah, so it's the science that will matter because it's a drug, obviously. So expert witnesses, doctors, researchers, experts from the industry will be the ones explaining whether Ozempic really caused the health issues. And I guess the bad thing about something like this is you won't know if it gives you issues until after you've been taking it, which is kind of messed up because at first it was so popular. People are just oh yeah, let's just start taking this and we'll feel no pain, man. So, as of September 2025, more than 2,600 lawsuits against the makers of Ozempic, Novo Nordisk, have been combined into multi-district litigation in Pennsylvania. So, the leading accusation resolved around the company's negligence in warning both users and medical professionals of the nasty side effects that came along with the product. Medical word, stomach paralysis, intestinal obstruction, and loss of vision. So yeah, as you can see, those are some pretty nasty things, which I would not want to deal with personally. But, so just, there's other ways to lose weight than to just say like, oh, I'm just going to do this. Because it's just, to me, it doesn't really seem worth it. And I know, I know people, I've seen people like lose weight in like the way that works best for them. Like they go to the gym, they work out, they eat healthy, and then like, have you ever seen like those transformation videos on TikTok where it's like, I wanted to give up so bad, and then like, they're like, oh, 3 months later, they're like freaking like, bodies looking like good, they're just healthier, you can just see it, and they seem like they're happier and they're more confident in themselves. Like confidence is key. Like you're gonna wake up one day and you're gonna be like, look in the mirror and be like, oh man, like what, like how did I let myself become like this? And there's certain people that will say, you know what, I've had it, I'm just gonna start today. They're not gonna wait for the new year, new me to kick in. They're just gonna be like, this is when I start now. And they just totally grind it out for like months and months, because it takes time to transform your body. Like if you're someone who's bigger, obviously it's gonna take a while to like get rid of all that fat. But you do that by working out, eating healthy, and consistency. Consistency is key, because if you just do it for like 2 months and you're just like, oh, I've just not seen any progress, like, what am I gonna do? You gotta keep at it. You gotta keep going, because like, I'm not gonna like pull up the specific account video that I saw, like someone, who I seen on TikTok, like lose weight. But yeah, like a weight loss journey is not something that it's not something that goes overnight. Like it's gonna take some time, and you gotta just grind with it. You can't stop just because like, for me, like it's hard for me to gain weight. Like it just takes a lot. Like I've gained weight in the past, but like I pretty much just like maintain like the weight that I'm at. Like it's something that like I know, gee, like I diet good, and like I know what my body can take and what it can't take. Like, so here's a prime example. This person said they lost 268 pounds. Somebody actually like shows their transformation. But yeah, see, like there's so many of them. Like, oh, I lost weight and lost transformation. Like this person lost 268 pounds. But yeah, like you just gotta grind. See, look at this person. They lost. This is like their whole video on their weight loss journey. And see, people do it. It's possible. So like, obviously, like shows like my 600-pound life, has made obesity not like a normal thing, but I feel like obesity in America is just like an accepted thing. Like, oh yeah, we're just big. Like we just eat food and we're just big. Like we're American. Yeah. Like I got a little beer belly and this is who I am. Damn it. But what is sometimes, guys, you just gotta laugh at yourself. Okay, so basically what we covered is weight loss, and like the journey is possible. I'm gonna see if I can find like a better video that actually shows like the actual like before and after. Usually I always see them on like TikTok, but like I can't find one that's like short because I don't have TikTok on my computer. Let's see, here's one. Okay, here's one right here. If that works. Guys, if you ever remember, like I said earlier, if you're ever gonna do like some type of recording thing, make sure you have good internet, because my internet is very slow. It's like so slow. Alright, we got it to work. Oh no, we can't hear you. Let's see if we can fix this. Oh, audio's not on.
This is what the coat looks like on you now. And, like, I'm just a completely different person. And I look at her, and I'm so happy that she's still confident. I don't know, it's just an emotional thing for me, I guess.
Okay, see, look at that. Prime example. Oh, that's my dog barking. Prime example of somebody who just grinded it out. And look, they even got emotional at the end there, because it's a long journey to lose weight, and it's not overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. So guys, remember, new year, new me. Doesn't matter. Start today. You can better yourself today. Motivational speaker. You can better yourself today. Alright. But yeah, so basically, I think we're going to wrap this episode up here. So my dog continues to bark. I don't even know if you guys can hear that. Yeah, I don't hear him anymore. He stopped. So basically, and the reason I'm starting this in 2026, first episode 2026, is because I wanted to start this months ago, guys. But I didn't have the equipment. Like, I need to get a microphone, which someone gave to me. Shout out to them. They also came up with the name for this podcast. Double shout out to them. And I had to get a camera. I mean, I had this desktop from it's probably like 6 years old. It took a while to set up because my internet's so slow, and we had to update. It needed like 15 updates, guys. And then to download this took actually it didn't take that long, surprisingly. But so yeah, I need a microphone, headphones, desktop. I could use my laptop, but I just feel more comfortable with the desktop just because it's like a bigger screen. And I do like the desktop camera that I got. I forget the name of it, but I'll remember that for my next episode and tell you guys. But yeah, if you ever want to do something like this, it's very easy. All you need is, you can get a microphone. If you don't have one, you can go on like Radio Shack or eBay, Amazon, and there's some cheap options that will get the job done for you. And you really don't need that much equipment. Like, there's plenty, like OBS, that's what I use. It's free to use. And if you want to do like some editing after you record, you can just do like CapCut, like DaVinci Resolve, free. Adobe Premiere Pro is not free, but they have like student discounts if you're a student, which that's what I use, Adobe Premiere. I have used DaVinci Resolve before, but like, even if you just want to record audio, you can just use, like voice messages on your phone. It's like speaking to your phone like this. Like, you can do that and like just start out there. And I would say I used to do a podcast like when I was younger, just like kind of mess around. I kind of wish I stayed more consistent at it, because it could have, who knows, like what could have happened. But we're not living in the past. It's 2026. We're focusing on the future, and we're going to continue to grow and just, continue to grow. Obviously, a new year. I think what I like most about the new year, besides like outside of the new year, new me, is like you never know what's going to happen. Like, each year brings its own circumstances, like opportunities, and you just got to, write it out and see what happens. So yeah, so we're going to try to do weekly episodes. I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, all that stuff. And we're also going to be, we're going to do a video version, which I'm going to post on YouTube. And then I'm also going to do like just straight audio from the episode, which, we'll have to edit that out, because obviously if you're listening to us on Spotify or something, you cannot see the videos, obviously. But so the name of the podcast is Matt's Matters. I think on YouTube, if you just look up like Matt Benson Studios, which I'll put right here, you can subscribe to that and you can see our episodes. We'll try to get it done. Today's Tuesday, so hopefully we can post it by Wednesday. If not, it'll be up by Thursday. So we're trying to do every Wednesday and Thursdays. Next week will be another topic, and we'll see what matters to Matt that week. Thank you for listening. Love and peace always.